Hey guys, welcome to the Real Deal Recovery video blog. This week's topic is going to be long-term recovery and how to get there. So according to NIDA, which is the National Institute of Drug Abuse, statistics can be used to predict long-term recovery. Someone who stays sober for 5 years is almost certainly going to stay sober. Someone who stays sober for 3 has a very good shot. And that's great information, but what does it really tell us? Does it tell us that long-term recovery begets long-term recovery? I mean, cool, but that's not exactly helpful. So let's take a look at the real world. There are thousands, maybe even millions of people in long-term recovery throughout the country and throughout the world. I've met more people than I can count who have multiple years of sobriety. They've gone from hopeless addiction and despair to happy and productive lives. In fact, the other day, I met a guy who has 61 years of continuous sobriety. That's just insane. So what are these people doing to stay sober for so long when there are others who can't stay sober for a single day? The newcomers who come into meetings with their lives falling apart and they just can't seem to put it back together. Well, the truth is, there's nothing special about the people in long-term recovery that makes them any different from anybody else. The difference is in what they chose to do. They all became part of a recovery community surrounded by like-minded people working towards the same goal. They all worked a program of recovery like the 12 steps, like Smart Recovery, like Celebrate Recovery, and they all believed in something bigger than themselves. Some chose God or a higher power, and some chose just to be a part of something. I'm not here to tell you what spiritual belief is right and what spiritual belief is wrong. Some people had a flash of light, spiritual awakening, where the voice of God came to them and they started to change. And others didn't have anything like that happen at all, and that's okay too. What all these people shared was that they showed up and they did what they were supposed to do, day after day, even when they didn't really want to and they didn't really feel like it and they didn't really feel like going to that meeting and they didn't want to pick up the phone and call their sponsor. But the good news is it gets easier to do that stuff, and the people that I talked to today wouldn't change any part of their lives, their routines, the meetings they go to, the people that they know and share recovery with. They wouldn't change any of it for the world.